Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, reporting from Love Bug Central. And so if little black things fly into this 16 by 20 inch artwork, we'll just pluck them out with something. This is my lucky container from, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and I did a 14 by 14 inch painting with it by adding colors into it. And I don't think I'd done very many ring pours by then at all. And it took me a while to be successful, but what I did when I did this, and it was very successful, was put a copious amount of whatever color that I happened to like at the time into it, tip it on its side. I'm going to try and dribble that very carefully so I can still see some of that color. I don't know if there's any point to trying to manipulate this at all. It comes out nicely if it wants to, and not if it doesn't. That was turquoise. That was a metallic turquoise. It could be any brand craft paint probably. This is a folk art. Yes, that's a love bug right there. Goodbye. Go on. That was a folk art color shift turquoise, which I happen to be in love with. And I am going to just continue on until I can't and pull things out of the way. And hopefully we will get on. Ah, well now we know why there are voices in the woods. I said I'm recording, darling. So they're having a party at the house next door, and we weren't invited. Probably we could crash that if we wanted to, but we're busy making videos, so no problem. Come out. I really want that red in there. And I'm really not going to get it. So maybe something else. Maybe magenta. Love bugs away. Let's shake that and make sure we don't have Floetrol. Yeah, I don't think that's going to hurt my feelings at all. I'm going to put some pink in because I didn't have any of it back when I did this the first time. And it's very similar to that purple. Is it going to come out at all? Maybe not. There it is. This is my other Art Minds pink. And I think the one thing that I'm actually missing is the loud green. That's also a color shift. And it's a green gold from folk art. So I'm going to get my stuff out of the way. Now the last time I did this, I do not believe that I put a layer of white paint on, but this time I'm going to do that. Because I just mixed up some new white paint. Yeah. I'm not sure where they came from, but I'm pretty sure they don't matter. Let me, if you have never been introduced to my OXO, that was a lot of paint, OXO omelet turning spatula before. It's on my Amazon link below, show more underneath the video. A lot of people have been very happy with them, and it helps you see stuff in the painting. I've often in the past had a lot of trouble telling the difference, even with my glasses on, between white paint and white canvas. I kind of think that the sun this time of year makes a difference, because today for some reason I'm seeing a lot better than usual. That's a surprise I can live with very nicely. I'm not worried about paint going over the edges because I will use an edge catcher. I did pull one forward. It's got paint on it already, but it's just a long piece of plastic that came as the protective front layer from a value pack of 16 by 20 inch canvases from Michaels, from Artist's Loft brand, which are a mixed blessing because by the time you use a 50% off coupon or find them on sale for 10 bucks for 5 of them, they're not a bad deal, but you want to check the backs to make sure that the staples haven't ripped the canvas and that that you don't have other issues back there. So that is a pretty hefty layer of white paint and something. And I can knock off whatever else I've got usually, but I want my spatula to go into the bucket so that the white paint that's on there doesn't have a chance to firm up. I'm going to run my finger along the edge where I have a drip so it can continue its way over, and then I'm just going to throw some paint because I can. And of course, even after I throw paint, you've seen me change things monumentally if you've been watching me at all. And even after I throw paint, where do I want to start? I really want to spin this turntable. I can't tell you how badly, and I wonder if I can. Now let's use a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and see if we can take all the rest of the paint right out of here before abandoning it to the bucket, which I'm not want to do. I like to rescue my paint. What can I say? And now that I see what I see, and I like what I like, I'm going to probably add some more colors again. Both of those things are going in the bucket because I have a spare. Looks like a little canvas showing. I don't think that'll matter in a minute. So what I really like is this turquoise. So I'm going to give myself some more of that. And I also really like that orange. And I think I like the pink that did not show up. Well, oh, that's the purple. Never mind. Off me, lug bulb. Whoop, I squished that one. Darn. Yuck. Okay then. I'm seeing all kinds of cells pop up. I don't use any silicone in my mix. The paint is nice and heavy, so we can probably pop a few air bubbles right now before we go on and watch the cells occur, emerge, whatever. I really want some blue in there, and I thought I added some, but I'm thinking I didn't. And you guys are like, add the blue. Come out. Time for more skewering action. Ooh, right up my nose. Wow, that's a first. So that's alright, but I think I better get to tilting in a hurry, because if I don't, I'm going to miss out. The white background will begin to dry. I didn't put any of the folk art, and on my glasses, Mystique in there, and I don't think that's going to hurt anything. And it's time for edge catchers and decisions. Yeah, I'm not doing this anything like the last one. Hey, look, Dragonheart. Anything like the last one, and I'm not going to tilt onto an edge catcher until I decide that that's the way I want to go. I like my white negative space. I have a strong inclination to think it's going to disappear pretty thoroughly. I think it's time to go ahead. It's hot out here. It's time to go ahead and give myself permission to let some paint flow. And when I let this paint flow, I'm going to rock the edge catcher gently. I'm going to use it again on the other end. And I'm going to try and change up the trajectory of my pooling paint to allow it to roll down. And then I'm going to level it out, roll it back so I can cover, flow it in, flow it down again. Wait till I get close to the end. And continue on my merry way. With paint all over my hands now. I have a wet rag. I have a not wet rag. Oh dear. Okay, I forgot something today. Wet rag is wet now. So do I want to do anything to this right now? I kind of do. I'm kind of thinking that if I add enough of that, I might be able to keep some, but it's hard to tell right now. And I didn't really leave myself an awful lot of space to hold on to the edge of the canvas. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to use my edge catcher anyway. I'm going to actually go in a diagonal to begin with, which means I may wind up having to tilt things back in a different direction. Now, the paint, you may think the paint is all going to escape, but for some reason it starts to form some kind of a gap, a filler. What am I? It sort of caulks in the crack. I'm losing some of my beautiful green, and I don't want to. Now is my time to go ahead and use another spatula right here and scrape off whatever paint I like and add it right back into the artwork where I think it might benefit. This might be a perfect piece to do some balloon kisses on. I'm thinking as I look at it, but I haven't got that far yet. I've got some paint I just used my breath to blow over that corner with, and I'm going to stick my finger in it until it becomes something else. I wanted to keep some white space. So maybe I should just go ahead and give myself some white space back before I fill in any more of that canvas. I'm going to put my edge catcher back over here on my tile because I don't have to dump my paint off into puppy pad land. If anywhere. It's not coming back once it goes off though. Once it's, well, unless I tip it back. Let's do that. Because I don't think that's going to hurt anything. And I kind of want to use this edge catcher down at the other end. I think I'm going to use some more white paint. Because if I put a large enough puddle down here, then when I tip the rest of that painting, the paint will flow down. I want some Prussian blue, and I was pretty sure I had it, and I don't seem to have it. Prussian blue will often sell very, very nicely. That might have been a mistake on that side. I don't have any gold in here, but I'm kind of waiting till the end to see if I want any gold in here. Wait a minute. Let's make sure we're shaking not stirred. Let's put that knot next to the edge. That way we have a chance to see what's going to happen to it. I've got a lot of paint. I'm going to bring my edge catcher back like I said I was. I'm going to put a fingerprint in the side of the canvas. Oh well. Now if I let it all go down, wow, that's a lot of paint, but it's cool. It's probably also going to be sent back again. As soon as it reaches that edge, and there's lots of white there, I'm imagining, I'm crossing my fingers, I'm hoping for the best, that all of that pooled paint can be sent right back into the painting again. Looks like I'm going to lose my yellow, but it also looks like I'm going to change up my gold. Losing some of the orange I like too. Alright, well I've got one more side to manipulate, and I'm kind of liking a lot of what I see. I'm not sure what I want in there, and I think it's this color here. Now that could be a waggle or a chain pull, or I could use my straw, and I'm going to start with my straw. There, my timer is in the way. Which, as it turns out, seems like a good idea. And paint is in the way. Go figure. I went a little overboard on that last blow, but I have tools and toys to play with, and that's pretty cool. Do I want to chain anything? Not really. But sometimes I've changed my mind and I just love the way it wakes things up and by adding a pattern. So that's not going to hurt my feelings any. Let's do that over here. Love bugs are on my ankles. Oh boy. And today they seem to be like waiting long enough for me to squish them. Not good. Now this is a larger chain from a set of Florida blinds, so it has less ability to, shall we say, loop, which is what I like to do. I want some more of this orange back. That's not the orange I want back. I have 2 minutes. And if I lift this up nicely, I really want to wipe that off actually. I'm going to, I have a towel, yes. I'll take my chances. I see a thing that does not belong in there. I wasn't really expecting to use chain, and I'm probably not done anyway. I do appreciate the love bugs deciding to not join us too thoroughly. even though that one's trying really hard to get into my painting. That's kind of cool. I like that. I want some more turquoise before it's too late. Yes, you're stuck. Go away. Right into the painting. All right, I tried to rescue you. You almost got away. I'm not so sure about up there. I could come back. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice that Prussian blue to fill in and to get some coverage over my edges. But I love what's happening with the cells. I always do with the Prussian blue. It might be time to torch again. Kind of feel like I need something I don't have, and I'm not sure what it is yet. But this is my art therapy today, and there's another love bug. Goodbye. So I'm hoping I can make something work out that's pleasing to me. You know, it occurs to me I seldom, if ever, have chained and then tilted, and I've got a lot of paint here, and I'd love to see what happens when I do that. And I really could come back for another part pretty easily. Now I'm just playing. My composition needs a little help. I need to keep the bottles of paint out of my way. Kind of want... Yes, that's my 2-minute warning to tell you guys anything I want to tell you, which is usually, if you shop my Amazon link under the video, you will help me out, and I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good line. I like that line. That's a good line too. If I have to come back, I will. I'm just having too much fun playing with this not to want to continue on. I don't want to go too far with any of that. I still want to tilt again. That's not bothering me. That's better than it was for me right now. I got schmutz on my chain. I got no white space. That chain's going away so I don't use it again. I am going to tilt. No matter what happens, even if that timer goes off, I will come back, paint away, and figure out what's happening. And I'm just going to keep tilting until I get something I like more than what I've got. And that will often happen. Because I've got GAC 800 in my paint by Golden, it means that paint will not crack when it dries when it's heavy. Which is a good thing, because this is getting to be some pretty heavy paint. Definitely makes me want to do some other things here, but I'm not sure what those other things are yet, other than use black. Which is always a possibility, because that worked for me very well the other day. And it has worked for me quite well in the past. That gives me one more minute to tell you guys I do sell my artwork. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill. I have Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter feeds underneath the video, where you underneath the paint pouring recipe. If you're looking for Christmas presents, I can help you with that. I've got awesome leggings and the Teespring link, and you can get to the Teespring link by clicking any one of the pieces of clothing that are underneath the video. I'm probably going to tip that again. I don't think I can call this done right at this exact moment, but I could definitely stick... No, maybe I'm wrong. I could stick a skewer in there, or a basting brush. In any case, wow, I'm going to torch, and that'll release the bubbles caught in the paint. And then I'm just going to do another painting, because that was fun. And it rescued itself with the black at the last second. I like a lot of things about this now, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I love you guys. There's over 80,000 of you. And thank you for stopping, and thank you for contributing in the past. And look for the contest. in the last